The French silk pie is an ultimate classic, and we owe Betty Crocker for that. In 1951, she introduced us to this delicious pie. And what's so special about it? The chocolatey Oreo cookie crust, the rich chocolate mousse-like filling, and I actually feature this pie in my pie book called My Life in Pies. It's delicious and it's really not that hard to make. Let's get started. Okay, to make the Oreo cookie crust, place your Oreos right into your food processor. Okay, and let's grind these up very fine. We've got nice, fine Oreo cookie crumbs. Let's transfer this to a bowl. Make sure to get all of it. Now I have my melted butter. Let's add that to the crumbs, and we'll just mix this up. That looks like a solid mixture. So I have my pie plate. I've already sprayed it with Pam, and let's transfer those crumbs right in there. Let's get them all in there. And then I'm just gonna press them on the bottom and the sides of the pan. One little trick to use, I just like to use my hands, but you can use the bottom of a measuring cup to press them in as well. So this pie is really delicious, not only using regular Oreo cookies, but you can use the mint Oreo cookies. Oh, this pie crust is so versatile. I like to use it when I do my ice cream pies. I also use it in my grasshopper pie and my Mississippi mud pie. That looks amazing. So now I'll put this right in the refrigerator. I'm gonna put it there for about 30 minutes. And the reason why I do that is that firms up the butter. This does two things. It helps the crust hold its shape while baking, and also when you serve the pie and cut into the pie, you'll notice that your crust won't be so crumbly. So in the fridge it goes for 30, and then I'm gonna bake it at 350 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, so we're ready to whip the cream. So I have my mixing bowl chilled. That's very important. It's really gonna help the cream whip up. So we're gonna put this on medium-high, and you're gonna know when your peaks are stiff when you remove the whisk and you've got some of the cream on the top of the whisk, and it forms a nice stiff peak and not droop. So the whipped cream is perfect. Let's move it along. Okay, so I have my double boiler, and I've filled my pan with water, just enough, but not too much. You don't want the water to touch the bottom of the pan. So I've got my flame on low, and we want to cook these eggs low and slow so they're safe to consume and are thick chocolate mousse-like filling. So let's pour our eggs into the bowl. We're gonna add our sugar. We're gonna whisk this mixture for about 2 minutes. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes. So I'm gonna place my bowl right on top of the simmering water, and you wanna continuously whisk, and we're gonna bring this mixture up to 160 degrees. All right, so now for the filling, we'll add our butter to our mixing bowl and our sugar, and we're gonna beat this for about 2 minutes. Okay, so now on low speed, I'm gonna gradually add the egg mixture and the melted chocolate. Looks good. So now it's time to fold in our whipped cream. I have my whipped cream here. Go ahead and put that right in with the chocolate mixture. So we're gonna fold this mixture together. And what's the difference between stirring and folding in? Well, folding is when you're adding a lighter mixture to a heavier mixture, and you want to make sure that you don't lose all the air that you incorporated into the whipped cream. So you want to just basically do this folding motion so that you're incorporating everything, but you're keeping all that air and that fluffiness into the filling. So you know when you're done folding, when you don't see any streaks of the whipped cream. I still have a few streaks, so I'm gonna work it a little bit more. Perfect. It's smooth, it's silky, and it's still nice and airy. Okay, let's fill our pie. So I'm just using a rubber scraper and spoon in that delicious chocolate filling. Now I'm just gonna even it out, smooth it out. Then we're gonna tuck it in the refrigerator and let it chill for 6 hours. And you can even just leave it overnight. If you do that though, you wanna make sure to put a piece of plastic wrap over the top. There we go. Okay, let's pile this pie high with some whipped cream. And you know it's perfect when it holds its shape. Okay, now I'm just gonna smooth it around. I like to keep a little bit of the edge of the chocolate showing. I love to use a spoon because I find it's really easy to swirl. I say that looks pretty darn good. All right, let's add our chocolate curls. Oh, that looks perfect. Let's cut into the pie. Oh, wow. Look at that. Let me get a chocolate curl. Oh, let's taste it. It's perfect. It's just the right texture, rich, smooth. You've got the whipped cream with that vanilla scent in there. The Oreo cookie crust is perfect, nice and firm. This is, I'm gonna say, my absolute favorite sweet pie.